In 2017, now a full-blown global basketball icon, Curry started SC30, a venture to help him prioritize business and branding opportunities. A few years later, that developed into 30 Inc., a house of brands conglomerate that today features different business groups across entertainment, marketing, fitness, lifestyle, and philanthropy. And despite most of his time focusing on basketball, Curry is the CEO.
I have a constant understanding of what's going on, but the trust and the ability for our team to go and run the business on a day-to-day and do their job, that has to be there as well.
One of the key members of that team is Tiffany Williams, 30 Inc.'s chief operating officer. She first met Curry while working with the Golden State Warriors.
He reached out and said he wanted to talk about, some of the things that he was doing to kind of take control of his business.
During the season, and especially in the off-season, Curry keeps abreast of everything going on at 30 Inc. by using Asana, a work management software program.
He has his own workflow in Asana where I'm putting in all the requests. He has visibility to everything that's going on.
Asana is like the gold mine. Sometimes I don't want to look at the notifications because it can get a little backlog, but it's like I have a constant flow of like what's going on.
30 Inc.'s mission is to give opportunity to those that may at first be overlooked.
Hell of an effort, hell of an effort, hell of an effort.
But what makes the company unusual is the mix of mission and profitability, according to Suresh Singh, 30 Inc.'s chairman.
It's completely unique. And one of the big things I believe is that there's a lot of athlete and celebrity-driven partnerships and businesses that aren't necessarily focused on profit, aren't necessarily focused on mission. We do both. And I don't know of any that have chosen to take that path on a multiple pillar basis.
Are all of the businesses profitable?
Yes.
Last year, 30 Inc. brought in nearly $174 million in sales, largely driven by revenue derived by Under Armour's Curry brand that's unaffected by traditional operational costs, leading to a very healthy profit margin.
Where am I at when you walking around here?
Curry started Unanimous Media with Eric Payton in 2018. The company is focused on producing scripts, digital content, and documentaries centered on sports, family, and faith.
Holy cow, Danny, what's going on, man?
In 2021, Unanimous struck a high 8-figure first-look deal with Comcast NBC Universal, the parent company of CNBC. That deal was renewed in 2024 for years to come.
We've been profitable every single year, and I think that's really due to just trying to be conservative around everything that we do, trying to find the right partners, trying to find the right projects, and really watching the bottom dollar.
Unanimous Media has pushed Curry in front of the camera, including Steph and Curry Underrated, a documentary on Apple TV+. Curry and Payton are also producing their first animated feature film, GOAT, set to come out in 2026.
We had a show called Holy Moly on ABC. We had Mr. Throwback on Peacock. We've done many projects. So we had a project called Black Pop on E. We've done a lot, Alex. We've done a lot.
Next, there's Curry's bourbon company, Gentleman's Cut, which hit the market in 2023. Curry partnered with Boone County Distilling Company in Kentucky to make his celebratory drink of choice, sometimes shared with his dad, former NBA star Del Curry, and his brother Seth, who currently plays for the Charlotte Hornets.
Anytime those moments of celebration and bonding, with Seth and Del, they always do that over bourbon. So when the opportunity presented itself to have a liquor brand, they've always been talking about doing bourbon. That's where Gentleman's Cut was born.
Good to see you.
There's also the Underrated Golf Tour. Sponsors fund a series of regional tournaments to boost black and brown junior golfers in what is traditionally a white sport. The tour culminates with 26 boys and girls playing for the Curry Cup each year.
There's resources and takeaways that the kids take, and even from a networking and potential mentorship opportunity for kids if they're able to rub shoulders with people from different industries that they might be passionate about.
Then there's 7K, Curry's brand consulting agency, led by Ariel Johnson. That too pushes Curry's message of giving chances to the underrepresented.
His mission has always been, a lot of people are underestimated, they're overlooked, and how do you really create your own story and not letting something that's quote unquote treated as your under be something that hinders you.
It's a particularly important message to Curry in the current political environment, which has targeted diversity, equity, and inclusion missions.
We all have seen the success on court, but now having the pathways with young athletes in the golf course, how is he really bringing black and brown golfers to life? So I think the story has always been there, but now he's defining it and showing it in different verticals.
Obviously, from a national perspective, like a lot of the narrative is trying to peel back, I think, programs and resources that are allowing people to have just a fair shot and a fair chance. And everything that we do and what I can control is about true equity.
Curry's various businesses also tie into his foundation, Eat, Learn, Play, dedicated to educational funding for the schools of Oakland. Curry became attached to Oakland after moving there when he first became a Warrior in 2009. For his first 10 seasons, Golden State played its home games in Oakland's Oracle Arena. Curry got a chance to practice there during 2025's All-Star Weekend, the first time he'd been back since the Warriors moved their home games to San Francisco in 2019.
Oakland being our adoptive home where we spent those first 10 years, we wanted to plant our flag there, and we really understood that through those three pillars, eat, learn, and play, we could be the village to support the next generation of kids.
Oakland has been through some rough times recently. Crime has spiked, and public schools have suffered. Even in the sports world, it's been grim. All three of the city's major sports franchises, the Warriors, the NFL's Raiders, and Major League Baseball's Athletics, have left the city in the past 6 years. In 2019, Curry and his wife Aisha asked Chris Helfrich a question. Would he run their idea for a foundation to raise money for public schools in Oakland?
And that was the easiest yes of my life. It's all about how can we uplift and support this generation of Oakland kids, making sure they have the resources to support the opportunities that they need and that they deserve to have great childhoods and be on the path to reach their full potential.
Eat, Learn, Play has raised $20 million each year for Oakland schools for the last 5 years. The Currys fund the foundation's fundraising and administrative costs.
We're remodeling school campuses and schoolyards so that kids have incredible places